He's outraged, Jacen agreed, and Jaina sucked in her breath and gave him a look. He's out of his mind with anger, Jacen pressed. About losing his best friend. It's not really about anything you did or didn't do, he told Anakin. It's about losing Chewie. But Anakin started to reply. Jacen walked right up to him, dropped his hand on his brother's shoulders, and stared him in the eye hard. Could you have gotten to him and pulled him to safety? He asked, his voice dripping with the intensity of the Force, forcing both Anakin and Jaina to hear and register every word, every syllable, with crystalline clarity. Anakin seemed as if he would topple as the weight of that question, the point central to his emotional existence at that time, fell over him as he replayed those last terrible moments on Serpent Isle. No, he answered honestly. Jacen patted his shoulders and turned away. Then you did exactly the right thing. You saved the rest of them. But Dad's not half as devastated and angry as Chewie would have been if he knew that all the rest of you were going to die trying to save him. Jacen snapped back before Anakin's reasoning could even begin to take form. Can you imagine trying to face the fears of your own death knowing that your best friends were going to die because of you? How would Obi-Wan Kenobi have felt if Uncle Luke had rushed back in to help him in his last fight with Darth Vader? He'd have been horrified, because Uncle Luke would have thrown his own life away and destroyed the only chance the Rebel Alliance had against the Empire. Chewie's the same way. He saved you. Saved the son of his dearest friend, and the act cost him his life. He died content in that knowledge. He turned away from Anakin then, looking back at Jaina, who stood open-mouthed, obviously stunned by his eloquence. Behind him, he heard Anakin sniffle, and knew the flood of tears, held back thus far because of that terrible guilt, was about to pour forth. And he felt like crying too, something he didn't want to do in front of his little brother, and surely not in front of his sister. With a nod to Jaina, Jacen rushed out of the room.